What's up? Welcome to another video on my channel. Tonight actually, it's about 5:30, 5:45 right now, and then later tonight, Gavin and I are going to be setting up the 75-gallon, the Oscar tank, and I am getting, it's gonna be a little diddler Oscar, and all the fish are gonna be small right now. So it's gonna be, I'm getting a wild type Oscar. I was originally just gonna get a tiger, but I like the wild types a lot better. So the fish shop guy is ordering in, he's ordering in all the fish I need actually, but he's specifically ordering in wild type Oscars for me. So I'm super excited about that. It's gonna be wild type Oscar, rainbow severums, red hook, silver dollars, Pictus catfish, and the black acara from the 55. So I'm super excited. Right now I've been cleaning and organizing right today, so the area is clear where the 75 is gonna go. It's gonna go right there. That's where the frogs were with the bookshelves. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that's all been moved away now, and that's where it's gonna go. I'm super excited. It's gonna be right next to the couch, and it's gonna be awesome. So yeah, I'm super excited. I keep saying that, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along as I rebuild the stand, and I'll show you guys the stand. And then the 75 is outside in the courtyard right now. I need to get some black spray paint. I'm about to run to the store and get some stuff, and I gotta get black spray paint for the back, because it is going to be a like naturalistic biotype, I guess, because not everything is from the South America, but it is going to be a biotope type tank. So I want it to be real black water and everything. So it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm going to bring you guys along, and in a few seconds, you're going to see us setting up the tank and everything. Okay, so I have somehow got spray paint on my neck and all over me, but whatever. It wasn't quite dry on the back when we brought it in, but whatever. So ignore the spray paint on my neck. I just realized that. I'll wash it off. So I didn't film us building the stand because it was kind of a pain in the ass and it was pretty frustrating. But it's in. Let me flip you guys. Okay, so here's the stand. I'm gonna put my 3 10-gallons with the frogs right there, I think, and then here's the 75. This is just a rough scape. I started fiddling around with it before I filmed. I don't like it. I'm gonna fix it in a little bit. I think I'm gonna take that cypress knee out. I haven't decided yet, but these are the pieces that I'm working with. I do have more outside, and I'm really hoping that this will kind of go away once the water's filled, but hopefully not, get a razor blade and scrape it off. But yeah, this is what I'm working with right now. The stand I got on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. This is just a regular 75 that I got from my friend, and it's upside down, but I got the higher light. I can put the link for that in the description as well. It's also from Amazon. So, and it doesn't have an app, but it's got this, and you can control basically everything with that. It's got a timer. It's got the intensity of the light. You can change the color. Like, to be honest, I'm probably going to put it on like that because I want it to be nice and dark. So it's probably going to be like that. We'll see. But yeah, you can change the colors of it and everything. It's pretty awesome. You can't see it, but it's what I have on the 55 as well. So yeah, this is 75 gallons. I'm just going to fiddle around with the scape for a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back when I'm done because I don't have a tripod to put you guys on. Sorry. That's my new arrangement. And obviously there's going to be sand and rocks and stuff in here I'm just fiddling around with the scape for right now, and then I'll put all the substrate in and everything in a minute. I just wanted to fiddle with the scape without anything in there. It looks very blue, but it's actually, there you go. That's what it looks like right now. It's just, for some reason, it looks blue on camera. I'm sorry. This is not a reef tank. Yeah, yeah, I don't know why it's coming in blue. But I think I like this. I'm gonna have to sit with it for a few minutes and then we'll decide. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. Hopefully it's clear. I'm gonna put plants outside of the tank like I usually do, yeah, we had to move these. So the 36, the Amazon tank's over there right now. Don't judge, I haven't fixed any of the plants or anything yet, but I'm gonna do plants out the top here, so this way I have kind of like a little plinth almost to like rest them on right there, and the filter's gonna go here and stuff. So I like this because it looks kind of like this is the stump and these are kind of like roots coming out of it, and then they've got all these different places that they can get away from each other, and then this is over here to kind of break lines of sight over here. So yeah, I kind of like it. I'm gonna go get the sand and we'll get that done. Okay, so for this I've just got regular play sand, and then I got these rocks. I got them from Home Depot. They're about this big. You'll see better once I actually get them out. But I don't know how many of them I'm gonna use, but let's get the sand in. Okay, sand is in. I've got it kind of banked up right there to make this kind of more riverbanky, and then it's banked up in the back to keep the, what am I trying to say? Keeps the line of sight going. I was actually thinking about getting 2 bags of sand, and now I actually kind of wish I had. So I might add some more sand to this, but if I do, I'll bring you guys with me. But yeah, let's add in the stones. Okay, so these are the stones, different colors, different shapes, different sizes it looks like, but definitely not going to use all of these. But let's just take a handful and decide where we want to put them. There's really no, let's just put them right there for a second. There's really no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of what I feel. Looks good. Maybe you guys would say something different, but you can do whatever you want in your own tanks. So, yeah, I'm just kind of dotting them around. Like, I've got a few over there, and probably mainly going to do it on this side, but I'll put some over there too for continuity. All right, so I think that's pretty good. We got some back there. It was just kind of like scatter gravel almost. I was just kind of putting it where I felt like it should go. There was no real rhyme or reason to it, just what I felt like. But yeah, I actually really like how that came out. I'm gonna fill it up next. I did forget that some of these branches are not waterlogged, so I need to super glue them. And super glue is fine as long as you're using, does it say it? Oh, it says it on the back, but you're not gonna be able to see that. Cyanoacrylate needs to be the active ingredient. So the Gorilla super glue line, and there's some other like actual aquatic super glue, but I always use this one. So I'm gonna just glue on some points right there, and I'll show you guys after I've done it. Hang on. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but I put some super glue in where this stick touches, where this stick touches, this thing is waterlogged, this big one is waterlogged. So, and this should be pretty waterlogged. So it's really just these two that I needed to brace. So I put some super glue, on the contact points, basically where they're touching each other. And then that'll dry into like a plastic. So it's fish safe, shrimp safe, plant safe, everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna give this a little bit to dry, probably about a half hour or so. And then we can fill it up. So I just realized, I was watching some of the other clips, I just realized I was working with the light on 10%. So that was 10%, this is 100%. Like I said, you can change the intensity of it, and there's the timer. If you guys can see, it's just that button. But yeah, this is 100%. It's got 175, 50, 25, 10. I usually keep the 55 on about 75% because I don't want to get algae. I don't know why it looks blue. There we go. So there's it not looking blue-ish. Sort of looks. Yeah. It's not blue. I'm looking at a white light right now. I don't know why it looks blue for you guys, but yeah. This is 100%. It's much better. So I went and I got a second bag of sand, and I'm just kind of adding, I want terrain, kind of. Like, I don't want it to just be flat. I want like this to be the riverbank, and then it kind of goes in and it's more banked up at the back and stuff. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'll bring you guys back in a minute. So this is more like what I was thinking, like how it kind of just goes like that, and then I might bank it up a little bit more in the back, but that's the general gist of it. So I'm gonna put all these rocks back. I don't want to cover them all up, so we're gonna put those back. Okay, I put the rocks back in. I added a few more. Next step is to fill it up. Tank is filled up. This is the heater. I'll leave links to everything down in the description. Looks like this. I like it because it's got the grill around it, so it's protected. And then this is the filter that I got. It's got a UV light for clarification, water clarification, and then that's the type. It's a new filter for me. I haven't used this brand before, but I thought I'd check it out. So this one's a fine filter sponge. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. This one's a fine sponge. This one's a coarse filter sponge. This one is a coarse filter sponge as well. Okay, apparently it's all sponges. Aha. Ceramic rings. Whoa. Okay, so on the bottom of the filter sponge ones is, those two is ceramic rings, so that's good. So there's biological filtration as well as mechanical. But yeah, this is the canister. Get it set up. Okay, so I got the part that goes into the filter. It came with a, where did I put it? Actually, it's supposed to be twisted around that way. There we go. Came with a surface skimmer, which I thought was pretty awesome. It's definitely going to help getting all that sand gunk off of the surface. And then this is the end of the tank, which I actually kind of like that it's extended like that. Hopefully it means it won't make noise. So yeah, I just got to attach them to these things. The filter's filled up and everything already locked in place, so I just got to attach it and put it over there. Filter is in place and running. I think it's still got some air bubbles in it, so that's why it's making noise. But then the heater is right there. I'm gonna set it because it's got, where'd it go? One of these, so you can tell what temperature it's at and set it and everything, so I think I'm actually going to keep that temperature. So yeah, just going to set that right there, and there we go. Okay, so this is, let's see, I filled it up on Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days, 5 days later, sorry. 5 days later, it's definitely cleared up. I'm really liking how it looks. I've got botanicals boiling right now. If you can hear noise in the background, that's what that is. Botanicals are boiling. I'm gonna put them in just a few minutes when they're done. And then I also, I'm sorry, I forgot to film this, but I also added a fern and a monstera and some pothos. So this is, I put these plants in because I really want that like riverbank kind of vibe, kind of like I got going on with this tank over here. I still have to mount the light up top for the top plants, but I'm working on getting that done. But yeah, kind of like how I've got these over here. So yeah, it's, like I said, it's cleared up a lot. I really enjoy how this looks. I wasn't able to use the surface skimmer because it was too high up from where the surface actually is, but I did figure out the spray bar, so at least I get to use that. Yeah, I'll come back in a few minutes when I'm adding the botanicals. Okay, so I've got the botanicals here. The pot isn't hot anymore, so that's why it's on this, but I got the botanicals here, just a bunch of leaves and stuff. They boiled, so they should all sink. But yeah, let's get them in the tank. Kind of make a mess with this, but that's all right. Some stuff may still float, but hopefully everything will sink. Give it some time. Okay, so that's all the botanicals in. It's clouded up the water a little bit, but it'll settle, and everything will sink, by tomorrow. So I'm not worried about that. I kind of like the fact that it's just mainly bunched up by the hardscape areas, not really in the middle, because that is how you would find it anyway. So I actually really like how that came out. Here's a full shot. I really like it. Okay, so that's part one of the 75-gallon Oscar tank. Part two is going to be me getting all the fish, because he just ordered them in. I think the Pictus catfish might have gotten there today, but they do all still have to go through quarantine. So the shop does a really good quarantine process. So we still have to wait for all of that. And then I should be able to pick them up in about 2 weeks or so, which I might have to wait a little bit for the next part, but it'll be worth it because it's going to be awesome. So thank you for starting this journey with me and following along. Definitely subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when I post the next part. I'm really excited about having this tank set up, and definitely excited to get the fish. Yeah, thank you for watching, and definitely drop a like and a comment. Let me know if you're excited about this tank, and thank you for watching.